Hey Mama, welcome to the podcast. My name is Jocelyn, fellow mom of 5, and we are continuing talking about emotional resilience in motherhood, specifically through finding strength in the Lord. So last week was kind of an introduction to emotional health in our body. And there are several sections in this part about our body that I am probably going to break up. So today we are going to get to exercise and healthy eating, and in the future we will talk about sleep, about understanding our emotions, and personal hygiene. So today I am looking forward to getting into this episode as it is very timely for me. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, fellow mom of 5 and host of the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. I help pregnant women and mothers to find the positivity in their season of life through changing their thoughts to work for them and not against them. I help mothers find the small, doable steps in thought and action without making drastic changes to their everyday mom life. And I can help you. Let's find positivity during our pregnancies and in our motherhood together. Thanks for joining. This is very timely for me, as we have recently gotten back from a week-long trip, and on that trip, I did not eat very well. A lot of processed foods and sugary items, packaged things that I don't usually eat at home. And so I'm on a drive to try and be healthier. In fact, I've even reached out to several of my family members in hopes that they will join me in striving to get a little bit more healthy again. It does help when you have people to do it with you. So let's get into it and talk a little bit more about it and why this is important and how it relates to emotional resilience. I am going to start by reading a quote from the book that I have been referring to. It's free download if you want, or you can view it for free. I will put it in the show notes, but it's a book my church has put out called Finding Strength in the Lord, Emotional Resilience. Your loving Heavenly Father provided you with the gift of a body to house your spirit. A healthy body is important to being emotionally resilient. As you take better care of your physical health, your emotional health will also improve, and vice versa. Some ways you can better care for the body Heavenly Father has given you include regular exercise, plenty of rest, personal hygiene, and healthy eating. So there are a few in there that I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, but we are going to talk about 2 of them right now. The first being exercise. Another quote from the book: regular exercise can greatly benefit your emotional health. Physical activity stimulates your brain and releases chemicals that help with your emotions and ability to see situations clearly. Taking time to be active can leave you feeling happier, more relaxed, and less anxious. Physical activity can also be an opportunity to use your body and connect with family and friends in a fun, social setting. There are so many ways that we can get physical activity. And it is important. In fact, there was one line in that quote that I want to read again, because even if you exercise just for these benefits, it is so worth it. Taking time to be active can leave you feeling happier, more relaxed, and less anxious. Regular exercise is a natural way to release negative emotion. If you are feeling down, go for a walk. If you are feeling blue, do some type of exercise. Cardio really helps, especially if you're down. But do something to get your heart rate going and to get your mind off of it, and you will find that physical exercise can help you to release that negative emotion. I actually have a full class that I did on negative emotion and how it affects us. And in that class, there's also tips on how to overcome that negative emotion, and exercise is one of them. That class is on my website under the Lose Weight tab. My website is positivityinpregnancy.com. And check that out if you feel like you want to overcome the negative emotion and use some of these tools like exercise to help you be happier, more relaxed, and less anxious. So how do we be successful when it comes to exercise? I'll be honest, even before my vacation that we just went on, I was not good at exercise. It was one of those things like in my mind and in the back of my mind that I really knew I needed to improve on. And I still feel that. I still want to improve that. Lately, I've also been hearing statistics about how healthy exercise is for our bodies. Like it can even help prevent some cancers. Like one of the moms I listened to, she said that it should be a non-negotiable to exercise for 30 minutes to an hour. Like that should just be something that you do every day. And that is not where I'm at. I am not exercising 30 minutes a day right now. I want to get there though. And sometimes to get better at that exercise, we need to include people. Maybe reach out, see if there's a buddy who wants to walk with you or someone you can play a physical game with, like tennis or pickleball or soccer or something that you can do that will get your body moving. I actually invested in a pedometer. It was just a cheap little pocket pedometer. It's not here yet, but I feel like counting my steps can help. My dad is very religious about getting 10,000 steps a day, and he's done that for years. And so even if I just up my steps, I feel like I will be improving. Something about carrying my phone around all the time just to get my steps was annoying in my mind, though. I didn't want to have to carry my phone all the time just so it would count my steps. So I got a pocket pedometer, and we're going to count my steps that way. My personal goal is going to be to get 7,000 steps a day or 30 minutes of exercise. So if you want to, you can join me in increasing your amount of exercise. Or if that seems like way too much, do 5,000 steps in 15 minutes or start at 10 minutes. There have been so many seasons of my life where I've had to just keep restarting, and I had to start at 10 minutes. 10 minutes is better than nothing. And as you get better at that, as your stamina for exercise builds up, you can add more. But this is really important in your emotional resilience because it releases those negative emotions and it does those 3 things I mentioned. It can help you feel happier, more relaxed, and less anxious. It's like revitalizing. It kind of has the opposite effect that you think it would. You think it'd make you exhausted and tired. Now, if you do a lot, it will make you exhausted and tired, but 30 minutes has been really good for me in the past, and I know that it can be good for you and your emotional resilience below. So I have a few questions. Well, mostly one question I want to ask. Consider your current circumstance. What physical activities could help your emotional health? Okay, moving on to healthy eating. And this is so hard. This is something that I have worked on for years. And as I mentioned, I still have moments where I struggle or I don't do as good as I would like to, and I have to reset. And I am at a reset. So I am going to try cutting out sugar again for about a month. And then I am going to only allow like 2 treats, like 2 cheats, I guess. Do something to get healthier. In the family group chat, my sister said her kids wanted to just add a fruit and a vegetable every day. Do something like that, something doable that will build your confidence in healthy eating. Because as you build your confidence, it helps you to have better resilience. There's a funny little saying my husband used to say. In fact, he'll still say it every now and then, but it goes like this. I eat because I'm miserable. I'm miserable because I eat. And it's a vicious cycle. Sometimes we can get stuck in these addictions, these food addictions that are very real and hard to let go of. And so doing something like either adding healthier foods or choosing to eat healthier foods first or eliminating sugar can help you break that cycle, can help you to get out, and can help you to eat and be healthier. One thing that I've noticed sugar does for me, if I eat too much of it, is I have brain fog. I can't think all the way clearly. I tend to forget things, and I just am not on my A game. Another one is I have lower energy. When I eat a lot more processed or sugary foods, I just feel like I want to sleep and rest. If that feels like you, try cutting out some of these processed foods, and see how you feel. Now, you have to do it for more than a few days. It's got to be a couple of weeks. But once you get over the addiction hump, you can start to feel like you feel better. You actually will likely feel worse for a couple of days because those addictions want you to keep feeding them. But once you get over that period of feeling worse, you feel better. You have more energy. You have less brain fog, and it helps your mind to be better and to be able to regulate and control your emotions a lot better than letting them just run crazy. These things are so important. Most of the people that I have followed when it comes to like mindset work or shifting your thoughts or just being happy, almost all of them, in fact, all of them that I can remember, have talked somewhere, either in their podcast or their books, about the importance of eating healthy. There is something with what we feed our body and being healthy that can help our minds feel healthy and be healthy too. It really does play a role in emotional resilience. I don't want to discourage you with these podcasts. I want to encourage you. I want to help you, and I want you to find success in this area, in exercise and in weight loss. Instead of the vicious cycle, I eat because I'm miserable, and I'm miserable because I eat, let's change it to I eat to live, not I live to eat, and use that food to fuel our body to become better women, better mothers, and more emotionally resilient. I have a course. I already mentioned the negative emotion one, but I also have a mindset of weight loss. If weight loss is your goal, changing your mindset about food will help so much. And that is also on the weight loss tab at my website, positivityinpregnancy.com. Check it out. The link is in the show notes, and I am cheering for you. Pick some small and doable changes that you want to make in exercise and healthy eating, and do them, implement them. If you need a buddy, email me at positivityinpregnancy@gmail.com, and we can cheer each other on in these endeavors. Until next time. Thank you for being a part of the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, for listening, for sharing, and most of all, for applying these tools into your own life to improve your own happiness so that you can find your own better thoughts and becoming the mother that you desire to be through taking small steps in thought and action to reach your goals. If you are a mother who has an inner desire to enjoy motherhood and pregnancy better, but you are having difficulty figuring it out, I can help you. Thanks for joining. Reach out, let's connect, and let's see you move forward in your motherhood. My name is Jocelyn, and I thank you for listening. Until next time.